cyberbullying. I give a brief on the topic and then I invite the resource person, our guest tonight, to take us to delve into the topic proper. Cyberbullying is the use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of an intimidating or threatening nature. It includes sending, posting, or sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone else. It can include sharing personal or private information about someone else, causing embarrassment or humiliation. Some cyberbullying crosses the line into unlawful or criminal behavior, such as rape, theft, identity theft, etc. Cyberbullying entails a lot, and we cannot do that in a short paragraph. And so,
if I could end clearly, that you have to what cyberbullying is all about. And cyberbullying is also a form of cyber attack that happens online. So normally it refers to an incident where digital technologies are used to harass, threaten, and intimidate others online. So in simple terms, it's a form of cyber attack that normally happens online with the intention of harassing someone or threatening someone or even to intimidate others online.
Very well. So the key elements per your submission are threatening, intimidation, harassment.
Please come again. I get it difficult to hear you.
Oh, so I'm saying that the key elements that you have pointed out in your submission is threat, harassment, embarrassment, and intimidation. I'm right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, harassment, threatening, and then intimidating.
Okay, very well. So you know the word bully is an English word. Why would somebody want to bully another person?
Okay, because it's a cyber attack, and you all know that people have a different, motivation about cyber attack, and for cyberbullying, the attacker has in mind that I just want to harass this person, or I just want to threaten, the victim. So different perceptions and different motivation behind every attack. And like I said earlier, for cyberbullying, these are mainly, what is behind before the attacker who do this to the victim. Just want to intimidate. Sometimes, as a form of favor to someone who has caused you something, or just you just want to harass someone.
Okay, Joseph.
Yes,
so when you talk of harassment, you talk of intimidation, you talk of and all that. So let me put this perspective. So for instance, assuming Kofi has a girlfriend called Amma. Amma is no more interested in Kofi. Kofi knows Kofi is I would say Kofi speaks the computer language. Kofi begins to send naked images of Amma to Amma, trying to intimidate her, threatening her that if she doesn't give her love back to him, he's going to send this to the public domain to cause her shame, embarrassment, and humiliation. Does this scenario qualify for cyberbullying?
No problem, sir.
Okay, so I am trying to paint a scenario. Okay, so I'm saying that Kofi has a fiancée called Amma. Amma is no longer interested in loving Kofi. Kofi has old pictures of Amma. Kofi sends messages to Amma, threatening Amma that if she doesn't come back to him, he's going to broadcast these pictures in the public domain. Does this scenario qualify for cyberbullying? If yes, yeah, how? If no,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, this could be a motivation for someone, to threaten or to harass someone. And based on the scenario is painted, the Kofi now feels like because he has some secret, information or documents about Amma, he's trying to harass Amma with it. So this is a cyber bullying.
Okay, so this qualifies for cyberbullying. In that case, what does Amma do? Having felt being threatened or having been threatened.
Okay, good. There are a whole lot Amma can do, but I believe moving forward we'll be taking them because Amma can report it. Actually we have a unit under police that deals with all these things that you can report to police and the police will do the investigation. And people don't even know that we have cybersecurity acts, and in cybersecurity acts all these things are dealt with. So if police does the investigation and gets hold of Kofi can actually be of this.
You say Kofi can actually be found culpable to the law because of this singular act, right?
Yes.
Very well. So then my next question is what makes cyber, so looking at the motivation of Kofi in doing this, Kofi is not into steal Amma's money. Kofi is not into to make gain or whatsoever. He is just trying to intimidate. He's just trying to find a way to let Amma come back to him, or to let Amma act in a way that she does not want. How does it qualify for cyberbullying?
Okay, thank you. One thing we should know is that cyberbullying does not entail money. Mostly. And like I said earlier, there are a lot of individual motivation for any cyber attacks. And under cyberbullying, which is a form of cyber attack, mostly the motivation is something personal, and then out of jealousy, out of some pain that you think the opponent has caused you. Sometimes you may be you just want to harass the person. The person has not done you anything, like the scenario you painted. Sometimes you might not be in dating though, but you fall, your hand just chunk on a nude video of someone and you just want to harass the person. So there are lots of motivation, or there are different motivation behind any cyber attack, which cyberbullying is a form of cyber attack. So it's based on personal motivation that someone will cause this to everything.
So why? So now there is a law. We have the Cybersecurity Authority, a whole authority established to see to some of these cyber crimes that people are perpetrating, and then we have. So it means that there is an authority. I mean, this authority is able to work with other security agencies or law enforcement agencies to ensure people do not do things that are contrary to the law. Why is cyberbullying on the ascendancy, or why are incidents of cyberbullying occurring frequently in these recent times?
Thank you. Cyberbullying is on the rise because when you look at a research that was made in 2019 by UNICEF, it says that when you count three children, one of them has been a victim of cyberbullying. And then cyberbullying, like we say, is a growing problem that affects adults and children as well. And one main cause is because, internet is now used by anyone. The accessibility of internet is now mostly common, and everyone is online now. everybody has smartphone now. Anyone can just have Facebook, WhatsApp, all the social media platform. People are on all these platforms, and so because these platforms are all over, it gives a room that now people can just harass others on this. Because mind you, you see old students of this having WhatsApp, having online pages that they share ideas, and the intention behind having these pages is good, but bad people can as well use the intention to harass mates or colleagues of work.
Okay, so the intention is to harass people, intimidate people, cause them to act in a way other than they would naturally or spontaneously do. Okay, so having looked at this, what is the future like? Are we safe? Are we safe on the internet? Because if I'm going to use the internet, buy my data or buy my internet package and go to the internet to research for myself or to entertain myself or whatsoever reason, and then I'm being faced with all these threats and all this harassment from people, embarrassment and all that, why would I have to even go to the internet to do anything, or for what reason? Are we safe?
Yes and no. We are safe, but we can make it safe. So a program like this is there for us to create the awareness of cyberbullying. And sometimes the attacker, even himself or herself, don't even know that what he or she is doing is a crime. And people have gone through this, they don't even know that what they've gone through, they've been a victim of cyberbullying, and there are steps in which they can acquire to bring down this. And so we can make it safe. We can make it safe by just creating more awareness of cyberbullying, that you are not supposed to do certain things to people online that will harass or intimidate, or even as we discuss the topic further, we get to know a whole lot of cyberbullying, and what cyberbullying can even cost to a fellow human.
Very well. So are there different forms or types of cyberbullying? If there are, what are they?
Yes. We have types of cyberbullying. One, we call it farming. Farming is just fighting online, like using abusive language to each other online. Like
come again. You said what? Farming.
Yes, farming.
What's the spelling?
Farming. It's FLAMING.
Okay.
And it's simply fighting online, using abusive language for each other.
Joseph, before we proceed, I'm interested in this. This is an academic environment, and this is an environment where sometimes students get disgruntled and they go online, they go to Facebook to express their displeasures about certain things that happen in their environment, or certain decisions that they feel authorities have taken. Sometimes people go to social media and use very abusive and palatable languages on authorities. Are you saying this qualifies for farming, and this is a form of cyberbullying?
Yes. All forms of cyberbullying.
So all these things are breach of the law?
Yes, because what you are doing can cost a whole lot to someone. It can even cause someone to take his or her life.
Okay.
So like I was saying, I was explaining farming. What farming is fighting online using abusive language for each other. And then 2, impersonation, fake posting as others. You trying to be me, to be posting negative things, but you are not the person that who really you are saying he is or she is, but you are just impersonating to be someone, just to create negative impression about the person. Then 3, you have something we call outing, sharing pictures and videos of others without their knowing or their authorization. just sharing those pictures.
Okay, hold on a bit.
Any pictures.
Hold on a bit. So sharing pictures of others, videos of others without their consent. So does it mean that maybe you go for a birthday party and then you take pictures or videos of somebody in a celebration mood, and you come to put that on your status, or you put that in Facebook or Twitter or whatever? Are you saying this is bullying? This is cyberbullying, or it only qualifies for cyberbullying if the person protests you sharing that content on the social handles that you are on?
Good. It depends on the intention of you sharing that video.
Okay.
Maybe you go for the party, and the way the fellow was eating at the party, you are making mockery of it.
Okay.
So you take a video, then you share, you write a whole lot of article on it, trying to downgrade the person. It's a cyber bullying.
Okay. So maybe the person has a way of eating or chewing or by cracking his bones or drinking water, and then you feel it's funny, and then you take a picture of it, or you take a video of it, and you come to put on social media just to cause embarrassment to the person. This is what you mean?
Harassing the fellow.
Okay, very well.
So this is just an example. There are a whole lot. Maybe the poster, the person is sitting.
Yeah. Or the person is dozing. The person is sleeping.
Yes. And then you just take a video of it and just be sharing on platforms for people that either the person knows them or not, just to laugh at the person.
So again, this is interesting. So people who take picture of, let's say, the president in a meeting, or finance minister, or all those other dignitaries in a meeting, and then they just take video for them in the moment where they seem to lose control of their consciousness. That is, dozing. They just take video and then put it on social media and then fly it all over. Are you saying that this is cyberbullying, or this falls under false foul to the law?
This is cyberbullying, and we need to, like the security authority need to investigate and know whoever shared it at the first time, and people who are also forwarding such videos, and then being brought to book.
Listeners, if you don't know this, know it now. If you see a picture of the president dozing, or any other dignity, maybe a leader in your, let's say the vice chancellor of the university, or any, dignity in the university, or wherever you find yourself dozing off, unconsciously, you take video, take picture, and then you share on social media just to cause embarrassment to the person, you are falling foul to the law. If you are not the originator of the content or the originator of the video, you just see it and you feel you want to share, and you are in a hurry to share, you are falling foul to the law. The person who originated it may not be caught, but you who is forwarding it could be caught and could be brought to book and face the wrath of the law. Be conscious, be careful, be responsible. Yes, you're on floor, Joseph. So continue.
All right, thank you. Not only presidents or ministers or anyone at all that you take video of such a person and then you just share, or you see negative video of someone, you just forward or you increasing of that, because it's a cyberbullying. And I was on the fourth point, which is exclusion. That's about gossiping about someone online. When you gossip about others online, they are all forms of cyberbullying. Mind you, we said that cyberbullying is all about harassment and things, of people online. So when you gossip about someone online, trying to create a certain impression about the person, either it is true or not, you are attacking someone, that you can be increasing of it.
Okay, very well. So anything you do that causes embarrassment to another person, or putting the person in a very embarrassing situation or mood, you are falling foul to the law. So, what are the risk factors when we talk of cyberbullying?
Thank you. Risk factors in this is mostly long time spent online. When you spend more time online, you see, you have students, not even students alone. Nowadays, the youth like spending, doing everything online. Whatever they do is online. Because you spend much time online and virtually all your life is online. You are creating, a certain lane for yourself that you could be attacked, because the attacker is not getting hold of a lot of information about you. So if the person wants to impersonate you, because you said a whole lot about you online, the person can impersonate you and do it very well, and to cause you a whole lot of damage. And then two, like sharing too much personal information. Whatever you are doing is online. We have people that even what they eat is online. I'm going for lunch here, they take videos or pictures of the food they eat, even what they wear, even underwear, everything that they do is online. When you do this, you are creating the room for attackers to get much information of you, then they can use it to attack you.
Very well. Okay, so what are the warning signs that I am being bullied or I could be bullied?
Good. Personality changes. Most times when the victims go through personality changes, like someone to be very vocal is now down. Mostly cyberbullying, the victims don't like sharing, what they are experiencing, depending on the severity of the attack. If it is so severe, they don't like sharing it because they think that me sharing it to others is rather increasing the attack. So you see, personality change, the character, the person will change. If it is at workplace, the person used to be associating herself with a lot of people. Now he or she is trying to be isolating himself from others, and then he's always sad, avoiding people. And then in health-wise, sometimes the person is depressed, and out of depression, there's low self-esteem, and then low performance in even schools, work, and even normal life. And then change in behavior. The person can change totally in behavior.
So how do we deal with the cyberbullying incidents? Okay, so here is the case. The scenario I gave earlier. Kofi has ended up cyberbullying Amma. Amma is not a computer literate. She is not a technology savvy. She does not know anything about the fact that what Kofi is doing to her is against the law. Kofi neither knows what he's doing to Amma is against the law. How should Amma handle this? Amma apparently or probably is one of our listeners. She wants to know how she could handle such an incident.
Good. We have something I call it SSIB. And then the first S is stop, don't retaliate. If you are a victim, you just don't retaliate. You have to stop, don't retaliate. Then the second S is to save the content. You have to save that content that is being used to harass or to intimidate you or to impersonate you. So by just taking video of it or taking screenshot of it, you save it, then you report it. All these platforms that we have ways of reporting incidents. So one, you can use such mediums to report those such incidents, and then because you saved the content, you can as well report it to a nearby police station, and then the last, which is the B, is to block the person.
The last, and then not the least, the last but not the least is to avoid the person or to block the person. But you block the person on call, the person moves to WhatsApp. You block him on WhatsApp, he moves to Facebook. You block him on Facebook, he creates a new Facebook account. So for how long? Sometimes some of the bullying happen even whilst you are not aware. You know, the bullying is happening, the person is just broadcasting you on Facebook, and you are not even aware that this person is sending this inappropriate content on Facebook or on social media, on Instagram or whatever. I mean, Snapchat and all that. So
because the internet is a global thing that moves, even beyond the shores of
Ghana.
Ghana. Sometimes even the attacker may not be in Ghana, that someone will say, but the attacker is not in Ghana. How can I report to Ghana police? So when you find yourself in search, the only way now is to report constantly to the platform that the person is using to harass or intimidate you.
Okay, so if the person is harassing me via Facebook or on Facebook, you are saying I can report to Facebook?
Yes.
How can I go about this?
Oh, okay. Like I said earlier, every platform has a way of reporting, because every platform has the do's and don'ts. And so there is a way of reporting such on Facebook, on all the platforms. As I believe that maybe we should have a day to explain or to educate our listeners and viewers on how to handle such, incidents on some selected, platforms, of which Facebook will be part of it. But there's a way to report cyberbullying on Facebook.
Very well. So, listeners, one of the ways you can go about this, for instance, if somebody sends you an inappropriate content which you consider as cyberbullying, I think you can just attempt deleting the content, and then Facebook will ask you, why are you deleting the content? You could ask, okay, or you could report the content. You just right click on it and then you click report. When you click report, it gives you options to select from why you are reporting the person. Inappropriate content, not needed, not interested, and all that. And so when you do that, the Facebook takes it and analyzes it to see whether it breaches the law or not. Once it breaches the law, it breaches their principles, usage principles, they are able to handle it securely. I think, Joseph, that's one of the ways, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And WhatsApp, they simply just block the person, or just report the if it's in a group, you can exit the group and report the group. And Facebook in this case, I mean, because WhatsApp is owned by Facebook, so they will investigate it and then they'll take the appropriate action. There is a team at the back office who does this. So depending on the platform on which you're able to report this, and then you can remain safe. Okay, so Joseph, we are running out of time. So there's one question here I would want to. So we have children, and some of these children can be bullied online, and sometimes some of these things can be very, 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 very damaging to the children. They could become moody. They could attempt suicide. They could do all this. How do we protect our children, our grannies, our old people, our household online?
Yes. All right. Thank you. First, awareness of cyberbullying. We need to create the awareness of cyberbullying in school, in churches, wherever children, not even children, wherever people are guarded. We have to just create the awareness, letting people know the severity and how this are caused. And then for children, I have a saying that you just don't buy a device for your ward. But when you buy a device, there are certain platforms that you can put on set device that will help you to set parental control on this devices that we give to our children. That will prevent them from not visiting certain sensitive sites and applications that could even lead them to being victim of such And then we need to monitor their activities online. We just don't buy a device for the world and just leave it to him or her as however he or she wants to use it. We just from time to time need to monitor the activities that the award is doing online for you to see where to shape or where to guide them. So this could help in bringing cyberbullying down in terms of children's sake.
Okay, so finally I ask again, so how can we prevent cyberbullying? How can we prevent cyberbullying?
We can prevent cyberbullying in this form, like we need to one supervise, like let me take a school for instance. We should, I always say this, we should just form class, or the teachers themselves need to agree themselves with cyberbullying and its form, so that you supervise them in things that they do by creating much awareness to them, and then be involved. Children like people to be involved in their daily lives, so that when they see you to be involved, they seem to share whatever that they are going through with you. And then proper communication. Communicate with them. Let them know, that whatever you are going through, even if you've been a victim of cyberbullying, share it with me and be confident with the person that whatever that he or she is sharing with you, we are not going to also even increase the attack, but you are going to help the person to take the negative steps in order for such attacks to be, seized or to be stopped, so that you don't respond to, this kind of attacks online all the time. And then lastly, cyber prevention is the key. That most parents, we need to be abreast or to be aware of this form of cyber attack, so that we can guide our children or ours from this.
Very well. So this is all time will allow us. So listeners, if you haven't heard anything today, I'm summing it up for you. There are people who can intimidate you, cause you embarrassment, and there are ways you can also consciously or unconsciously cause embarrassment to people, especially people in authority. If you haven't known this, know it today. Sharing embarrassing pictures of others to cause intimidation, to cause harassment, and to cause all that is against the law. Forwarding same is against the law, and doing so with the intention to cause embarrassment is, you see, no one in this world wants embarrassment, and we all have our weaknesses. We all have our unpleasant sides. So if someone makes a mistake, or if someone is in a certain posture, it does not warrant that you broadcast that on the internet for the person to be embarrassed. People commit suicide every day because of this kind of embarrassments they go through. People's marriages collapse because of this kind of things. People lose their professional progress or prowess because of things of this nature. Be responsible. Be responsible so you do not bully others on the internet, because the grips of the law will one day catch up with you and you cannot escape it. Thank you so much, Mr. Anan Ebo, the Regional Communications Officer of the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, and a cybersecurity consultant. He has been a very useful resource person to us in the area of cybersecurity anytime we call on him on this show. We want to thank you so much for your availability, and we hope to speak to you some other time.
Thank you so much, and I'm most grateful too.
Right.